Today we're going to talk about the most important table of all time. And I'm not talking about the round table or your grandmother's dining room table. Today we're going to be talking about the periodic table. All kidding aside, the periodic table is one of the most ingenious inventions in all of science. On the surface, it seems so simple, but there's so much information there once you understand how to use it. On the periodic table, each box represents an element. The letters of the symbols are the abbreviations for the respective elements. For example, hydrogen has a symbol of H. The number above the symbol is called the atomic number, and it represents the number of protons that element has. Carbon has an atomic number of 6 because it has 6 protons. Now, most of the elements on the periodic table are metals. Along with metals being great at conducting electricity, they also have a tendency to form positive ions or cations. I like to think of cations as positive, like paws and cats. There are a few nonmetals on the periodic table. They can typically be found in the upper right-hand corner, except for hydrogen. He has to be different. Nonmetals have a tendency to gain electrons in reactions with metals, forming negative ions or anions. On the periodic table, the vertical columns going up and down are called groups or families. Elements in the same group have similar chemical characteristics. For example, in group 1, all of these elements are known as alkali metals, which include lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. The alkali metals are known for being the most reactive family on the periodic table, and also form ions with a +1 charge when they react with nonmetals. The elements in group 2 are known as the alkaline earth metals. These elements form ions with a +2 charge when they react with nonmetals. Jumping over to group 17, we have the halogens. The halogens are nonmetals that react with metals to form ions with a -1 charge. The halogens also form diatomic molecules. The very last family to the far right of the periodic table is known as the noble gases. These elements are stable and exist under normal conditions, or they're monatomic, single atom. They don't really like to participate in chemical reactions because of their stability. The horizontal rows on the periodic table are known as periods. Horizontal row 1 is called the first period, and it contains hydrogen and helium. Row 2 is called the second period, and it contains elements lithium through neon, so on and so forth. It's important to be familiar with the periodic table in chemistry. It can be your greatest resource if you know how to utilize it.